Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Tiffany and today what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys my process for changing out covers in my personal ring planner, and then also like kind of how I set myself up for a new month. It is April the 6th. I still do not have April fully set up because I was planning on moving into this binder and then, you know, busy bee. My essentials are in here, like my weekly, daily, monthly planning are, you know, lives here. My trackers are not set up, so just that type of thing. It is currently like thunderstorming a bit, so please excuse the thunder and the rain sound in the background. You may find that to be soothing. But I've had some requests in the past. I've done a video similar to this where I basically like set up for a new month, but I don't think I've ever shown like my process for like changing like covers. So I'm moving out of my Parm, my VDS Parm, and then I'm moving into the VDS Alezan, which is a beautiful, beautiful cover. Super excited to be moving into it. It's my first like super expensive cover that's customized, even though I bought it used. So I'm gonna set Miss, is it Alezan or Alezan? Somebody correct me, but I'm gonna set her off to the side and just kind of go through my process. Like, as you guys can see, like even like all of my inserts, even all of my like monthlies in here are still for March, and I do have you guys kind of like zoomed out a little bit. So the first thing I like to do when I'm changing covers is I completely deconstruct my planner, because I have a system for archiving inserts. I have a system for like storing my dashboards, like moving my post-it notes, like that type of thing. So what I like to do first and foremost is I like to go through all the pages, and I will probably try to speed this process up a little bit, is I pull all of my paper clips and journaling cards out of my planner. That's like step one for me, just so I have that kind of out of the way. So I just kind of peek through. Here's one up here, so I'm gonna pull that, and then that gives me an opportunity just to kind of set aside these. Now I'm not, I guess like I want to say while I'm just sitting here doing this, I guess I'm not gonna fast forward this. Yeah, it's really thundering right now. But I will say, I can't even remember what I was saying, but I do like deconstruct my entire like planner. So once I get I think I got all my clips out. I think so, yes. So, except for this one up top, if you see, but that's where I like close in my confidential stuff. My, Maggie is, she's trying to hide under me. That's my pit bull rescue. Thunder kind of freaks her out. So, you might hear her bark in this video. She barks at thunder. So the next thing I do is I just pull all the stuff out of my pockets. I went ahead and pulled out my little sticker booklet and all of that. So like I said, I just deconstruct this baby. I know I have some stuff in the back pocket. I'm just flipping through, make sure I didn't forget anything. And then I'll pull out my cards and set those to the side. So just kind of keep them in a little pile to the side of me that I will either store somewhere, or I will, you know, transfer it to my other cover. I'm going to also pull these little documents that I have stuck back here. Give me a good reason to file them. Okay, so then I'm going to put my ollie clip up. I have a little thing on my desk where I like attach all my ollie clips. Okay, so then I go to the middle of my planner. So this is where it's going to be fun for me, because in all honesty, I am like, I've been planning in here. So what I decided to do, I did not plan Thursday and Friday in my rings. So I'm just going to separate everything out, to be honest. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out all of these inserts that I know I'm going to use next month, and I'm going to set them to the side. I'm going to go ahead and just pull all my finance stuff out and set it in here. I'll clean that out off camera. Okay, so these are archived. So I archive my inserts for about 2 years, and then if I don't ever reference them again, then I do not, then I just shred them and chunk them and recycle them. So that's kind of like my my archival system. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take all of these sticky notes. These are from Latua Notes. And I'm just going to stick them. This is hard to do because I usually take up a lot of space when I do this. So I'm pulling these off of my dashboards. So then I'm going to have, so basically what I do, I'm going to move this to the side. I'll explain that in a minute. Is I usually have like a pile for my archive. I usually have a pile for like where all my deco goes. And then I have a pile of things that are transferred to next month's planner. So I'm going to I'm going to do that really quickly. I'll speed through this process. Okay, so here you're seeing me pull out my monthlies. Because I may decide to reuse some of this deco, but I'm archiving my March monthly. And then my feature log is going to move with me. So basically that's, I mean, you guys, that's all I'm doing. I'll probably stick that in there because that's my word of the year, which I love. So anything that's going to go over with me to my new cover, I'm going to move to the side. And then some decorative elements I'm not 100% certain about. So I just kind of like set it to the side until I make a decision. So now I'm just pulling my notes. I'm just making sure there's no like dashboards. Ooh, it is really raining outside, or pieces of deco that I'm going to pull out. Again, I may decide to reuse those. But my focus is I like to separate decoration from functional things. That way my focus is on pulling out the things that function for me. So because we're at the end of Q1, I still need to carry this over into my planner. This is my quarterly inbox to review it and then migrate information over as needed. And then I think I'm going to keep this dashboard just because there's so many sticky notes on it. I think I'm going to leave that. And then I always bring my transparency film with me. Okay, so that's like first half of my planner. So it's still a good chunk of inserts, which includes like my dailies, my weeklies, my monthlies, like my calendar stuff. I'm going to put that to the side. I'll probably put that back in there. But I'm pulling out all of this deco. I am going to keep that. I need to redo my goals. I think these I can archive. Here's my monthly review. So again, it's a really like, this is a relaxing process for me. In all honesty, just kind of like sitting through and just flipping through all my planners, things that, you know, served me throughout the month. It also gives me an opportunity to kind of evaluate what inserts may have worked and what may not have. So here I need to keep this, these sticky notes. So I'm going to set that to the side. I can archive these. That needs to go. I'm going to stick that to the side. I think I need to put my PR tracker in there because I need to verify some stuff because I don't think I updated it that last week. I'm going to archive this, which is my YouTube uploads, because I moved to a different system of doing things. And while I'm in here, I'm going to pull this piece of paper out and just throw it in recycling. And I'm going to keep my Tomo River paper. And then where's my little dashboard thing that I had? Uh-oh, I lost it that quickly, guys. So yeah, what I like to do is pull my sticky notes and reuse them. I don't want to waste them because I print them. I want to use them. So I just set that to the side, and then my family section. I'm going to set this picture to the side because I printed a new family photo. I'm going to put this transparency film here just in case I decide I want to use it. And it's the same with this picture of the family. So yeah, so again, I think you guys get the idea. I usually keep the drawings that my kids make me. Let me give my kids some privacy here, okay? And then my confidential section along with my Foxy Fix dashboard. Okay, so the Parm is completely empty. There's nothing else in this planner. So I'm gonna set this bad boy to the side along with my dividers, because I'll put my dividers, I'm gonna try something different for April, but I did put I'm gonna put my dividers off to the side. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, this is kind of where it kind of gets like repetitive. So I'll talk you guys through what I'm gonna do. I'm excited to have this fly leaf, by the way. So I start printing like a few weeks in advance. So I want to share that with you guys, but I go ahead and just start slowly printing stuff so that I'm not printing all on one day. And I just start pulling out. I print out the inserts that I want to use. I also try to print out some deco that I'm inspired by and all of that. So, but this month I decided I wanted to try something different. Instead of having dividers per se, I purchased these section covers a while ago. And I'll show you guys. They are from Hey Planner Girls collab with Little Rach Plans. And I do not need to mix these up. Hold please. And I've not used them. I'm like, why am I buying things and not using them? I think I bought them when they were on sale, to be honest with you. I'm going to set my archive inserts kind of out of my way so I don't start mixing those up. I'm just setting them like right here. But anyway, I decided that instead of like dividers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these as like section covers. I reduced my section covers, and then I'm going to use these cloth and paper spotlight page flags, and I'm going to throw some of these stickers on there to label some of them. So that way, and then I use like little, like bottom tab dividers, like a little page marker and I think I'm going to do that to kind of reduce bulk in my planner. I think that's what I want to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I always know the first thing I want in the very front of my planner is a monthly calendar. So I always use, this needs to be cleaned so bad, but that's fine. This is like just like a leftover piece of laminate. I use that to protect whatever dashboard I use. So I'm going to flip through these and see, I have 3 calendars. My dog is about to bark again. From 3 different shops, and I'll use them in all the planners, to be honest with you. But I'm trying to, so I have this one, which is a freebie from the SM Plans Facebook group. I usually put this in front of my dailies. So I think I really like the Sterling Ink one. So I think I'm just going to throw that one right there as my decoration. So I do, like I've said in the past, I don't think I've said it in this video, but what I like to do is I like to put all my functional inserts in first. And then after I get my functional inserts, then I kind of play around with decoration. And I may not, honestly, you guys, I may not go through that whole process because it takes me a long time, and I'm constantly like, I'll go back and forth and move and all of that stuff. But I think it's important just to kind of see how this functions. So I did not make like a inbox section. I still have this like old ratty page marker with the inbox dash that I'm just going to use that. And then as my dashboard, I am going to throw this back in here just because I need to do some information migration. And I will probably do that today with you guys, where I evaluate my Q1 inbox list, and then try to figure out what needs to go into my Q2 inbox list. I also use this Moterm. It's an old Moterm. And I use this to store like extra inserts that I print out. So that way every month I'm not printing out like the same insert. So I'll print multiples that I know that I'll use frequently and just pop them in here. So that way, like when I need another insert or something like that, I'm not having to like print it out. So I am going to add my Q2 like empty inbox list here. And then I think, yeah, I think I will also add like this. I've been using this as a sticky note dash as well. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and add these back in too, just to have. And then I also reprinted some of my task boards from Latour Notes that I want to use, if I can find them. I thought I had them all in a stack. Okay, so I thought I thought I was losing my mind. I had to like turn the camera off and everything. But anyway, I reprinted these task boards from Latour Notes. I really like these because it has like to do, to email, to call, to do, to buy, memo. And it's helped me in the past. But I printed some inserts on 22-pound paper and other inserts on 32-pound paper. But because this is something like I'll typically like just rip out my planner and throw out, I printed it on 22-pound paper. I did cut slits in them. So I'm going to stick that in there. I'm also going to try to use an actual order tracker this go around. I'm hoping that this will honestly hold me accountable so I'm not ordering as much planner stuff as I have here lately. So that's also from Latour Notes. And I do have a discount code if you want it. So I printed four of these task board inserts. And then I'm also going to put this tracker in here. Now, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and pop my page marker in here. This is from Foxy Fix. It's an old page marker. Okay, so here's the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my lists and notes section. Again, I, kind of scribble or I keep lists. I reference it quite a bit. So this is the little dashboard for that. So what I'm going to do is... I'm losing my mind. I keep like moving stuff around. This is why I don't film this because it's a mess. I literally just have those things. Oh my gosh. I just showed them to you guys. I honestly think I've gone crazy. Like I literally just have those things. I'm not as organized as I feel like I am some days. Y'all, I'm losing my mind. They're right here in my face. Okay, so I hope all of that was in frame because I looked and I was like, that is not in frame. So I'm trying to figure out which color I want to use. I feel like this is too light and this doesn't really match or go, but I kind of like the color that it is. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm trying to determine, do I want to put it backwards? And I think I'm going to do, hold on, let me see how this looks on the back. I kind of like this color too. I think I'm going to go with this darker color. I don't know why. I just kind of want to. So here's what I'm going to do, my friends, is I'm just trying to clearly label my sections. This is not going to be the prettiest. So I just kind of stuck it on the back side of it so I could flip to it easily. And I think because it's lists, I'm going to use this little icon sticker here from Paper Planner Bliss. And I'm just going to like hopefully stick it on correctly, like right there. So that'll be like my tabbed, instead of having dividers, that will be my tabbed lists and notes section. Again, to reduce bulk. So I'm pulling out all the inserts that I just pulled out of my planner. I'm going to set that there and hopefully not lose it. And then I'm going through all of my lists. So my affirmations don't go anywhere. They're staying. So I'm going to throw my affirmations list in. I think I showed you guys these papers from Latour Notes last time and I misprinted them. One side I printed in portrait orientation and the other I printed in landscape orientation. I'm adding all of my lists. There's no list in this section that I'm not going to be using. So I'm just going to stack them and throw them in here. And then I'm going to continue to use this notes dashboard, but I'm going to pull this off. Maggie's mad because it's thundering. So again, I'm sorry, y'all. This is just my life. And then I am going to keep my cleaning routine. I already have a tab on it and I do reference it. And it has like I don't know if you guys can see it. It has a spray cleaning bottle. I think that's from Heavenly Paper Co. I don't know if her shop is open, but I've got that for my April cleaning routine. My master grocery list that I haven't finished. And then I have like some notes pages and whatnot from Latua Notes. And I'm going to throw all of these in here because I'm sure I'll use them at some point. Okay, so the next section is my date section. So instead of separating out like calendar and schedule, everything is in dates at the moment. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take another one of these bad boys and I'm going to stick this on the back like so. It doesn't matter to me if it's perfect. I think it looks fine. And then I'm going to, I think I'm going to use like this planner icon from Paper Planner Bliss, because it'll be like plans. Here are my plans. And then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to stick it here. And that'll do. All right. And then I'm going to keep my 2022 Vela or dashboard. I am going to use my year at a glance, my holidays list. I'm going to stick my word of the year in here because why not? And then here's my reoccurring tasks list from Peanuts Planner Code. That's going to go. My important dates. And then here's my April calendar. Let's see, May and June calendars. So I am going to throw these in, but I'm also, that's a quarterly over, that's like quarterly, but I'm also going to throw in Q3's calendar, which I also have stored in this planner here. I just got to find them. None of these are organized. I also have SM plans, monthlies in here too, in case I, in the middle of the year, decide, excuse me, to change my monthly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in the rest of quarter, right? April, May, June. No, I'm going to do Q3. So I'm going to do July, August, and September. I really like to have a year's worth of monthlies in my planner, but unfortunately, because I'm using these different monthlies, like it's just not front to back. It just takes up way more space. And I don't think I'm going to slit these just yet because I want them to last. So I'm going to leave them unslit for now, but I have Q3 in here as well. Okay, and then after that, of course, is my weekly. So I have this week, and then that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess for me right now in my mind, to simplify, I am going to use like little page markers as opposed to like having like a bunch of dividers. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I got all my weeklies in. I don't have enough weekly pages in here, and it's a 5-week month. So what I'm going to have to do is print more. So I'm going to get me a sticky note because I'm not doing that right now. This is if I wasn't filming, I would do it. So I'm going to put print. These are what I'm printing. Task managers or weekly. No, it's weekly managers. Okay, so I've got myself a note to do that. So that definitely needs to go into my planner at the moment. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Okay, and then to the dailies. So I always stick another monthly in front of my daily pages. That's just the way I operate. It's just normal. And it's usually my SM Plans one. So I'm going to stick that in there. It does not have slits. And I'm going to stick in my daily pages. So currently I'm using the down to page from Planner Room. This is fun, isn't it? And so I'm putting all my dailies in here for right now. And then I'm going to pull these ones out from Latua Notes because I haven't used them. So I think what I'm going to do is just pull these out and just archive them. Okay, so I have those. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna leave these out, this Tomoe River paper and these task managers that I was using for schoolwork, since I'm using the down 2 pages. And then I also printed a bunch of, I'm gonna jump back and forth between these 2 inserts this month, but I think I printed a good bit of the SM Plans ones last night. I don't think I slit all of them, but that's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in. So as the month progresses, I'm not like, oh crap, I don't have enough inserts to last me the month. So Again, that's why I'm trying to reduce, because I have been really enjoying day on T-page inserts for my dailies. It's just, it gives me like room for scribbly bits, I guess. Okay, so that ends. That's crazy though, isn't it? That, oh, why did I close the rings? Why didn't y'all tell me? That ends my dates section. That'll work. That'll do. So I'm going to move all of these to the side because those are going to need to be put up or stored or whatever. So the next thing I'm going to do is ordinarily, I'll say this, ordinarily, oh crap, I forgot to put that end one on there. Ugh. Okay, we're going to have to close it. So let's put an end page to my lists and notes section. My apologies. Okay. So, all over the place. Okay, so, so now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my finance or my money. So, I'm going to put my money cover page. See, I done lost them again. Oh my gosh, why do I keep losing these things? All right, so I'm going to do this, and I don't think, I know Maggie, I don't think I have, let's see, I don't. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm trying to decide, because I don't have it in transparent, and I think that's fine. I have these cute, like, piggy bank, hold on, I'll show you guys. I have these cute piggy bank icon stickers from Via Creations. I love her stickers. I use them in all my Plan With Me's. Yeah, here they are. And I think these are cute. It's like a little, y'all look at this. It's like a little piggy, and its little bum has a heart. So I think I'm just, for funsies, gonna put that on there. Yeah. So I think that would be super cute. That would really grab my attention, wouldn't it? Let me get this together. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I'm humming like that. Okay, so I'm going to stick the money section in here. And where is my money section? Oh, here it is. Okay. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm going to put a piece of Tomoe river paper over my finance section. So that way, you know, everybody ain't up in my business. All right, so this is all my money stuff. And usually also what I will do, I'll set that to the side. Y'all, I'm so sorry for the lighting, by the way, is I will go ahead and pull in an extra check register. My check register is from Simple and Trendy Co. And I will also kind of like shove, let me do this off camera. Excuse me, guys. And I'm not married to my my check registers. I honestly write it down as an accountability tool, but I don't need to archive those because I have them stored in a Google Sheets. So, all right, so that's all I do for my money section is I just make sure I have an extra check register because nothing else has changed. And that's the money, where the money resides. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is goals. And this is where you guys are going to kind of see me put some work in. So I'm going to pull all of these off. This is my goal. This is my goals or mini goals or micro goals dashboard. And I'm going to move this to the side so you guys can see what I'm doing here. And I'm going to use these little sticky notes that I got from Jet Pens. I'll try to link them. I think I'm going to go with this pink like notebook looking one because that's cute. I have some very specific goals this month that I really need to hone in on. So I like to see them written out like this in my face. It's just, it's visually nice to check in with myself in this way. These are not, I'm just going to be honest, you guys, these are not the stickiest of sticky notes. They're okay. They're not the greatest, but they're okay. I think goal one, I joined the gym. So my goal for the month of April is to work out at the gym twice a week. And then along with that, I want to lose 2 pounds. So those are like my health goals for the month. Okay, so another health goal, or not another health goal, another goal that I have this month, and that is the most pressing of all the goals, so really it should be up here, but that's fine, is going to be get all schoolwork done for the semester. That's a big goal for me, is to get all schoolwork done for the semester. I also want to do 2 date nights, and lastly, I want to be in bed by 10:30 every night, because my sleep has taken a big, humongous hit. And I'm up at 5:30 on weekday mornings. So I am operating on minimal sleep, and therefore have found myself consuming more coffee. So that has been problematic. So and right now, those are the only goals that I have for the month. Oh, and then, I'm sorry, family photos and outings. Ooh. Everything else at the moment just has to kind of take a back seat because it's crunch time, because I'm wanting to do more day trips. Okay, so those are going to be the goals that I'm working with here for the month of April. Okay, so I like to have this little dashboard here because it's just a nice like visual reminder to be like, hey girl, you know, focus on those goals. Okay, so the next thing is going to be my monthly plan from SM Plans. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Last week or last month, I did okay. I didn't lose, you know, so this is where I would like monitor my progress here. Work out 3 times a week. That's where I would reference my glow up tracker, and if you look, it really, no, it's probably less than 50% of the time. So I do like these little lines because, again, visual representation of what's going on. And then when we're looking at drink 64 ounces of water, I would say probably what, 75% of the time if you look at my tracker. So I guess when I'm talking about like my trackers kind of help me like visually check in with my goal progress, basically. So I would say 75% of the time, declutter 2 spaces. I decluttered 1 space. I didn't lose any weight, I don't think. I lost 1 pound, so 2. So I guess I like got halfway to my goal. And then keep my space tidy. I would say like if I'm looking at how frequently I cleaned and tidied, probably a little more than 50% of the time. So that's like again, a visual representation of my goal progress. So then let's plan out my goals. So my focus is going to be graduating. That's my focus. I graduate May 7th, but in order for me to graduate, like I have to focus on getting my schoolwork done, and I have to plan accordingly and make time for that in the chaos of life and having 2 kids and a full-time job and supervising a team and a 2 daughters who are extremely active. And thankfully I have a good support system because I don't know what I would do without it. Okay, so then we're gonna go back to my dashboard. So I'm gonna put gym, like for my monthly progress tracker, gym 2 times a week. So that way, like these goals are in my face, like all month long, right? Okay, so those will be my goals, and then I'll just write April here. And then the things that I would check in on myself weekly are I budget. And these are weekly, these are tasks that I want to get done weekly. So budget, and it's pretty much the same tasks every week. So goal check-in, I did a horrible job of that, as you can see. So let's see, goal. Clean my car. Clean out van. I did better this month than I have in previous months. And I've been like spraying it off and trying to keep the inside tidy. Supervision and weigh-in. Supervision has to do with school stuff and my field placement and weigh-in. I did not weigh in consistently in March. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add bed by 10 p. I wrote 10 a.m. God, that would be nice, huh? 10 p.m. I'm not going to track anything on this page, okay? All right, so moving right along. Okay, so there's that. So those were my goals, all up in my face. All right, so I think what I'm going to do for this month is I'm going to put my trackers ahead of my workout tracker. So I'm going to basically write in all of these things. I'm not going to bore you guys with that, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I just finished filling in my daily habit tracking. Now, it is unrealistic for me to think that I can do all of these tasks on a daily basis, but I like to see kind of how frequently I'm doing them. So that way it gives me an opportunity to have like a baseline or a place where I can measure how frequently I may have done that the month before. So these are my habits. The only thing I changed from last month was I added the bed by 10 p.m. Everything else stayed exactly the same. And then I will do the same thing for my other tracker, which is my energy, mood, and sleep tracker. And I'm going to go ahead and fill that in as well. So I just highlight, and then I'll put in April, and then I'll just fill it in, and I'll be right back to show you guys what it looks like all completed. Okay, so then I've got my monthly tracker where I track my energy, mood, and sleep. I'll bring it up close to you guys so you can see what I track in April. I'll have to go back and look at like my journal entries and stuff like that to kind of make up for, because like I said, today's the 6th, to kind of make up for that. So anyway, there's that. Okay, so then what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw this in, which is my monthly check-in. I need to do that for March. I just haven't done it yet. I'm also going to throw in, this is my tracker where I track like PTO, cycle, health stuff. So that's my health tracker. I'm also going to throw in my health log. I guess I should put the planner back in frame, huh? And then I have my workout overview. And then my glow up tracker. Okay, so that's in there. So I kind of made like an interesting move this month was I kind of like combined like my personal goals, my trackers, and my content stuff all in like one condensed section. So I'm going to use this divider from Calixta Creations to separate out my, what am I trying to say? My content section. Okay, so every month I start with like my content check-ins as well, and it's basically the same process as with my stuff. So I go through and I was consistent with the uploads. I did pretty good with the posting. Did not film my Finance Friday series. I did not make that in revenue, and I did not do my Amazon storefront. So I can kind of like mark these off as well. And at this point, I know this month that honestly, I'm going to be focusing on consistency. I'm not going to have time to post my Finance Friday series. So I'm going to speed through this as well. So this is April. And then basically my focus is going to be consistency. And I'm going to, let's see, YouTube 2 times a week and IG 3 times a week. And then I'll set, I want to make my Amazon storefront. I just haven't done it and haven't had time. And I may not have it honestly for this month. And then I don't know what I want my revenue goal to be. So I'm just going to leave that blank and put revenue. And then the things I do weekly are post my affirmation, plan content, and I try to batch photos. I wrote post content. Okay, and then I will track my YouTube upload, IG post, and share inspo. Ta-da. All right, and then I need to update my March content calendar, so I'm just gonna like stick that back in there. But I also am going to pop in my April calendar, and then this is where I'll like fill in my codes. So I'm gonna use the same colors that I used for last month. So these are my codes for Via Creation, V Shop. I'm PRing for all of these shops in April as well. These are all three like my favorite shops. So are some of my favorite shops. So that's my color coding system. And what I do is I'll write my code in here. And then I'll fill in like for my shops what they represent. Okay, and I'll pop that joker back in there. And then I'll also put my like little tracker doodad here. And let's see, some Tomo river paper. Sorry. Yeah. Pop that bad boy back in. This is going to be a disaster of a video, y'all. Because, like, between the dog barking, the thunder, the lightning, all that. Yeah, good times, y'all. It's all good. And then, so what? Oh, crap. I did make a separate. Look at me. I thought okay, I'm losing my mind, y'all. Good thing I put that divider there. So I guess I made a separate content section for my planner and didn't even realize it. I've lost my marbles. I did away with my miscellaneous section, in case anyone was wondering. I did away with that. I always feel so awkward, like when my neighbors are walking, because like I'm in the window, like talking to myself. Anyway, okay, so I did make a content section. I did away with my miscellaneous section now that I remember that. So next is family. And hopefully my dog will stop acting a dang fool. So I do know, no matter what, I'm always going to have a picture of my family in my planner. So I'm going to stick this beautiful, lovely photo in my planner. So I have this one from Leia's Beauty Walk, and I have this one from when we went to the beach. I loved how that picture came out. So it's in a Foxy Fix dashboard. That die cut is from the planner spot, and that one's from the style planner. And then I'm just sticking all my family stuff back in here. Like nothing has changed. And I'm also going to include my confidential section. So it's going to be like their health logs. Hold on. Woo! All right, guys, this video has been a hot mess. So this is where I would put like my family's calendars, health logs, school trackers, that type of thing. I'm going to shove that right here, and that's going to end my family section. And then I guess I figured I didn't need I printed, honestly, guys, I printed these dashboards like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to end my family section. The only thing that ever lives in my miscellaneous section or my random section is my confidential stuff that I have like clipped together. Yeah. So that's like my migration of everything. And if I don't have Deco in my planner, it's very thin. But I am going to go back. I'm going to go in and sprinkle some Deco in here. I just don't see the need to film that process because honestly, like I'll put stuff in, I'll move stuff around, all of that jazz. So for me, I really just wanted to share with you guys like my migration system as I go into a new month, like how I kind of go through that and all of that. And it honestly, like it filmed chaotic because it is a chaotic process for me. So I wanted to show you guys some of the Deco that I'm going to be like sprinkling in my planner. I've got Mishy plans. I'm probably going to bring back my Suzy Q plans dashboard. I've been really inspired by spring florals. So I have these beautiful cherry blossoms from Pen, Paper, and Plans. Latua Notes just sneaked these digitals. Well, this is a freebie. If you like freebies, check out Latua Notes. She put some cute like Easter floral freebies. This is a sneak of a new release from Latua Notes that's going to be coming out. Well, this video will go live on Thursday. It will come out Friday, the next day. So if you're watching it live, this is another sneak of that. Now, my printer did something weird. So these white spaces actually are supposed to have flowers, but I like it. And so I just kind of threw in elements of decoration. Y'all, I literally had to like stop the video because my boss was calling me. It's just like nonstop. Anyway, so I have all of these floral decorations. I love this little Easter bunny. I'm probably going to put that in my family section. That's from Pen, Paper, and Plans. This is from an old, the Xoxo Jamel and Hey Planner Girl collab from last year. Found this freebie in my stash. And then, of course, the Paper Test Designs monthly. So these are some of like my inspiration pieces for the month of April. But like I said, I will literally like go back and forth and I'll, and that's kind of how I decide where I want deco to go. But for me, every month when I'm putting my planner together, the most important thing that I can do is I really want to make sure all of the inserts that function for me fit in here and that those are set up. So I'll probably stick this focus card. Oh, these are deep pockets. Here. And then I was thinking of putting, I haven't had my Planning with Aloe bookmark in here for a while. So, I'll just do all of these different things just to kind of give me some pretties. So if I may just tuck this back behind it. That doesn't look good, but you get the idea. I just kind of throw in pieces of decoration that I think would look good in here. So that's kind of how I do my decoration, but I'll show you guys when I do my April flip, how that's going to go. But yeah, again, I'm going to revert back to, I know it was a scattered and chaotic process, but it's a scattered and chaotic process even when I'm not filming, which is why it's such a hard, it's such a hard thing for me to film, because it usually takes me several days to get my planner the way I want it. But I'm happy with my functional inserts, and I feel like that's the important part of my planning system. The rest of it is just things that make me happy, bring me joy, and make me reach for my planner. So anyway, I hope you guys found this video informative, and if nothing else, entertaining. This is going to be a long one. But yeah, if you have any questions, comment those down below. Happy to answer any questions you guys may have. I'll try my best to link some of the stuff that I mentioned down below. I feel like the best place, I feel like it's going to be difficult, and I'm probably going to be crunched for time, so I may not have time to link those, but I would recommend going to my March flip, and majority of the things that I mentioned in here will be linked in that description box. Yeah, so if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I always do that, that's so corny. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a fabulous day.